Hello YouTube, this is Morgan Airspeed Prime here with my next Avatar news update. We have two news topics, both pretty interesting. We've got some new Korra merchandise and we finally get to see what way they are collecting Katara and the Pirate Silver, Toph Beifong's Metalbending Academy, and Suki alone together in. So that's a pretty cool book reveal we'll get to second. But first up, like I said, Korra merchandise. Youtooz are putting out 6 Legend of Korra figures. The pre-order is going to go live on May 13th. So they're going to be doing Korra, Asami, Bolin, Mako, Naga, and Pabu. So let's just kind of go through these. Like usual with the Youtooz, they're $30 each. You have to pre-order them. Not too many places actually sell them, so you're a little bit restricted because there's licensing things that mean they're only available in the USA, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, and United Kingdom, unless you jump through some hoops for them. It's a pre-order for July to August is when you're actually going to get them, and it's the usual kind of Youtooz style otherwise. So here's the Korra. So it is book 1/3 Korra bending fire and water. I like the pose. Again, I'm not sure how I feel about their kind of slightly alternate take on Funko Pops, just because I like that Funko Pops are relatively cheap and accessible. And the thing with these is that they're actually quite expensive for what they are, and they're not particularly accessible. So that's a kind of major hit against them in my mind. Here is the Asami. So it's just sort of standard book 1 Asami with the Equalist shock glove with some, electricity. So quite good. Makes sense. Exactly what you'd want. The Bolin is actually book 4 Bolin in his Earth Empire uniform. Again, like the pose, like the outfit choice, though it's a bit weird and sort of inconsistent with the rest of the wave that they've done late Korra Bolin, but like early everyone else. Maybe they'll reverse that for coming waves, but nice that we have Bolin here. Still no Bolin Funko Pop. The Mako is actually quite good as well. Book 1 Mako, pose accuracy looks good. Fire punch, I like the way they do the fire effect. It's obviously just a 3D prototype shown at the moment, but I think it's going to look quite good. And they did the hair quite well as well. The Naga I find very, very interesting because you can see here, it's relatively accurate. It still has the sort of Youtooz eyes, but otherwise it's a relatively accurate version of Naga. You can see they're sort of going for, this style kind of image with the Naga. And if there's any one of these that I'd actually get, it probably would be this. But again, it's going to depend on it actually being available for me in Ireland somewhere to actually purchase it. Because I believe the way they do these pre-orders is that, like, if you're not from these regions, you kind of have to use a VPN to even access the page where you can actually hit the pre-order button. So it's a bit awkward. And then here is the Pabu. So nice that they did a Pabu, for one. It's Pabu in his little outfit that is the mascot of the Future Industries Fire Ferrets, because you can see the Future Industries cog there. So that's quite nice as well. But yeah, Korra merchandise, maybe not the Korra merchandise we want, but at least it's something. So there's that. Next, this is the way that they're going to be collecting Team Avatar Tales. This is the way they're going to be collecting the 3 one-shot Avatar comics. So, like I said, Katara and the Pirate Silver, Toph Beifong's Metalbending Academy, and Suki alone. It seems like instead of giving us a library edition collecting the 3 books, they're actually doing this boxed set version of the books, where I guess it is just the 3 books that we got already, but in a box, which I guess is just a smaller version of the kind of slipcase that you get on like the deluxe editions. That's going to have the art. It's called as a collection Team Avatar Treasury, which feels a bit weird. Like I get it, but would it have been a problem to just call it the Awesome Ladies of Avatar Trilogy like they sort of internally call it? But it's a name. Team Avatar Tales, Team Avatar Treasury, I guess. Probably the most unique thing about it is that it does come with a poster you can see here, which is the brand new art featuring all the characters, but a fold-out poster. You can roughly see in the background here, it says it here, be a part of the collection. I can't really make out what it says here, but it does say just around here above Appa, plus a full-color fold-out poster. So confirmed, even though I don't think the description actually mentions the poster much. But just really quickly on the cover while we're here. I like it. Obviously, it is Peter Wortman based on the style. I think I can tell. I like it. You know, it's each of the three characters from their solo stories, but you also get like a partial background for all of them. So of course, Katara's story was kind of a little bit out at sea on a ship. Toph's one is obviously related to her academy, so you get that here. And Suki was at the Boiling Rock, so it's here. So I like the way it comes together. Seeing Suki on a cover again is very nice, and the way they did it is pretty well done. So it's 4th of October is going to be the release date for this, apparently. Again, initial release date, this book has just been found out about. This might change, but right now it's the 4th of October. So about 5 months from now. Now, it's probably a good bit later than we maybe expected the collected edition to be. But it feels like this definitely is a product that is taking the slot of a potential Team Avatar Tales Library Edition. Now, this is going to be an interesting decision for, I suppose, a lot of collectors, in that, like, I like having all the comics in hardcover collections at that extra size. But I've never been a huge fan of what I suppose those books are sort of as a set, in that I like that they're hardcover, I like that they're big size, but I've never been the biggest fan that, like, oh, the extra stuff in it is just some concept art extras at the back, or like an annotation and so on. So I do like the idea of, like, just simply a poster. That's a nice little addition. So it's one of those things where it feels like elements of this, but in the bigger format, would have been probably what I actually really would want. Like, if there was just some way that they just printed these books, even not as hardcover, just at that bigger size to match up, I'd be actually perfectly fine just having the slipcase for this in my collection, because the slipcase effectively makes those books into a hardcover. It's just you can then take them out. It's just a little unfortunate that it does seem like these are going to be re-releases, I think, anyway. So we'll see how that ends up going, but it does look like it is just the same 3 books again. Collected in one box set with original box art. The new box set with original art, creator bio, marketing plans. You know, it's interesting they say this, you know, exclusive announcement and cover reveal with high profile media outlet approximately 9 months ahead of sale. Additional exclusive preview of preview pages with comic book focused outset. Like, preview pages for a book that has no new pages and it's already been out. Like, what? And obviously, this is the first place I'm seeing about it. It's not up in the Dark Horse website, and I'm not aware that there's been an announcement yet. So again, we're finding out about this well before their official reveal is meant to be. You can see, like, key selling points down here. You know, new box set with original art. Weird that the poster is not mentioned, when I'd say that's probably one of the coolest parts of it. So yeah, I think the big discussion here is definitely about, like, one, do you think this is just completely, this is the replacement for what would have been the library edition for this set? And how do you feel about that? If you have, like, all the other hardcovers, do you like this idea? Do you like that this is maybe going to be a new way they collect books together? I'm not sure, because it would be weird if they just completely abandoned that style of book. But also the fact that there are no books on the schedule that I suppose would be put into that big hardcover style of thing, because it seems like we're done with trilogies, and who knows when we're going to get back to them. It definitely makes it an interesting one in the sense that, like, if they just were to confirm that this is the way that they're going to do things, I think a lot of people are probably going to back away from getting the physical copy of the individual parts, knowing that down the road you're going to get those exact same books in a box set like this, which is quite nice. And I'd be relatively happy with that. But, you know, it's a tough one. There's definitely some discussions to be had about this. But I just saw this, you know, nice put together image here, and I'm like, do you know what? This is actually quite cool. I'm not sure how I feel about the fact that the price is literally just sort of the 3 books added together, but I suppose that's effectively how they do it. You do get the poster and the box set, the box, for free, I suppose. And again, the price will be much lower than full retail price when it goes up on Amazon eventually. So you know what the situation is as usual. So in the comments, let me know what your thoughts are. Korra Youtooz as some new Korra merchandise, and then Avatar The Last Airbender box set for Team Avatar Treasury. Interesting. So that has been the video. In the comments, let me know your thoughts, but that's been the video. Thanks for watching, and bye.